Hey there, fellow travelers. Welcome to our channel. Today, I'm excited to guide you through the ins and outs of obtaining a Schengen Visa. If you're dreaming of exploring the charming streets of Paris, the stunning canals of Amsterdam, or the historic ruins of Rome, you're in the right place. I've been through this process multiple times, and I'm here to share my experience and knowledge with you. In this video, we'll cover everything you need to know about the Schengen Visa application process. From the essential requirements and necessary documents, to insider tips on increasing your chances of getting that coveted multi-entry approval. Trust me, I've learned these lessons the hard way, so you don't have to. We'll dive into crafting the perfect cover letter, decoding those mysterious visa sticker numbers, and even explore which countries might be more lenient with their visa policies. By the end of this video, you'll have a comprehensive understanding of the Schengen Visa process and feel confident in your application. First, let me give an overview of the Schengen area. Picture this: 26 European countries that have agreed to allow free movement within their borders. It's like a passport-free zone for travelers once you're inside. The Schengen area includes countries like France, Germany, Italy, Spain, Netherlands, Greece, and many more. When I first traveled to Europe, I was amazed at how easily I could hop from one country to another without additional border checks. It truly makes exploring Europe a breeze. Now, there are two main types of Schengen visas: short stay and long stay. For most of us travelers, we'll be dealing with the short stay visa, also known as the Type C visa. This allows you to stay in the Schengen area for up to 90 days within a 180-day period. It's perfect for those extended European adventures. So let's look at the requirements for the Schengen visa. First and foremost, you need a valid passport that doesn't expire for at least 3 months after your planned return date. I learned this the hard way when I almost had to postpone a trip because my passport was nearing its expiration date. You'll also need to show that you have enough funds to support yourself during your stay, a valid reason for your visit, like tourism or business, and proof that you intend to leave the Schengen area before your visa expires. Now here's where it gets interesting: single entry visas versus multi-entry visas. A single entry visa is pretty straightforward. You can enter the Schengen area once, and once you leave, that's it. But a multi-entry visa, that's the golden ticket. It allows you to come and go multiple times within the visa's validity period. Remember the 90, 180-day rule I mentioned earlier? Here's how it works. In any 180-day period, you can stay in the Schengen area for up to 90 days. It's like a rolling calendar, so you need to be careful about how you plan your trips. I once almost overstayed because I didn't calculate this correctly. Don't make the same mistake. So let's take a look at the visa application process. First, you'll need to fill out the Schengen Visa application form. This form asks for basic information about you, your travel plans, and your personal circumstances. Be honest and accurate here. Any discrepancies could lead to your application being rejected. Here's a pro tip I've learned. Apply through the embassy or consulate of the country that will be your main destination. If you're visiting multiple countries, choose the one where you'll spend the most time. In my experience, some countries like France, Italy, and Spain are known for being a bit stricter, while others like Netherlands, Austria, or Portugal might be slightly more lenient. When I'm planning a multi-country trip, I often try to make one of these easier countries my main destination. It's not a guarantee, but it might increase your chances of approval. Now let's take a look at the required documents checklist. This is crucial, so pay attention. You'll need your valid passport, the completed and signed application form, recent passport size photos, and make sure they meet the specific requirements. Proof of accommodation for your entire stay, a detailed travel itinerary, round-trip flight reservations, proof of sufficient funds. This could be bank statements, pay slips, or a sponsorship letter. Travel insurance, more on this later. I always organize these documents in a clear, logical order. It makes the process smoother for both you and the visa officer reviewing your application. For financial proof, I typically provide bank statements for the last 3 months. If you're employed, pay slips are great too. The key is to show that you can comfortably afford your trip and that you have strong ties to your home country. This reassures them that you'll return. Now let's discuss crafting a strong application. Now let's talk strategy. The key to a successful Schengen visa application is presenting a complete, honest, and well-organized application. I can't stress this enough. Be thorough and transparent. When I organize my documents, I use a clear file with labeled sections. It might seem like an overkill, but trust me, it makes a great impression. It shows that you're serious and well prepared. Another crucial aspect is demonstrating strong ties to your home country. This could be through your job, family commitments, or property ownership. The idea is to show that you have compelling reasons to return home after your trip. And now let's discuss writing an effective cover letter. The cover letter is your chance to make a personal appeal. I always include a cover letter, even if it's not explicitly required. Here's what I cover in my cover letter. The purpose of my trip, my detailed itinerary, how I'll finance the trip, and my intentions to return to my home country. I keep it concise but informative. Remember, the visa officer might be reading hundreds of these, so make yours clear and to the point. Now let's discuss securing a proper employment letter. If you're employed, an employment letter can be a powerful addition to your application. The employment letter should state your position and how long you've been with the company. It should also include your salary and confirmation that you've been granted leave for your trip. Also, that you're expected to return to work after your travel. And now for my fellow freelancers or self-employed folks, don't worry. You can provide a letter explaining your work situation along with contracts or client testimonials. The goal is to show stable income and professional commitments back home. And now, understanding the visa details. Once you get your visa, fingers crossed, it's important to understand what all those numbers and dates mean. The visa sticker in your passport contains crucial information. The duration of stay tells you how many days you can remain in the Schengen area. The valid from and valid until dates show the period during which you can use the visa. Remember, these aren't always the same as your planned travel dates. The visa sticker number is a unique identifier. Border Control uses this to track your entries and exits. I always make a note of this number. It can be helpful if you ever need to reference your visa. Tips for obtaining a multi-entry visa. Here are some tips I've gathered over the years. Show a history of previous travel especially to Schengen countries if possible. Provide a detailed itinerary that demonstrates the need for multiple entries. If you travel frequently for work, emphasize this in your application. Apply for a longer validity period than you might need. It shows confidence in your travel plans. Building a positive Schengen travel history is key. If this is your first application, don't be discouraged if you only get a single entry visa. Use it responsibly, and it'll be easier to get a multi-entry visa next time. Now let's discuss insurance requirements. Travel insurance is non-negotiable for a Schengen visa application. You need coverage for at least 30,000 euros, which should include medical emergencies and repatriation. I have used providers such as Allianz, World Nomads, and AXA in the past. Look for policies that specifically mention Schengen visa coverage. Make sure the policy covers your entire stay in all the countries you plan to visit. Conclusion. We've covered a lot of ground today. Remember, the key to a successful Schengen visa application is preparation, honesty, and attention to detail. Start your application process early. I usually begin at least a month before my intended travel date. To recap, we've gone through understanding the Schengen area and visa types, the essential requirements and documents, crafting a strong application and cover letter, tips for securing a multi-entry visa, the importance of travel insurance, and the final application checklist. Before you submit your application, double-check everything. One more time, here's the final checklist. Valid passport, completed and signed application form, recent photos, cover letter, proof of accommodation and flight reservations, detailed itinerary, financial documents, employment letter or equivalent, travel insurance. Make copies of everything before you submit. It's also a good idea to keep digital copies in your email just in case. Remember, every application is unique and there's no guarantee of approval. But by following these steps and presenting a strong, honest application, you're giving yourself the best possible chance. I hope this guide has been helpful. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments section below. Now I'd like to hear your thoughts. Have you applied or do you intend to apply for a Schengen visa within the next few months? If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button. Share this video with your friends who may be considering relocating abroad. Subscribe to our channel for more informative videos on worldwide travel and expat life. If you like this video, you'll love our videos on the ultimate guide to Portugal's golden visa and residence permit and digital nomad visa, the top 5 countries for digital nomads ranked, work and travel. Here's to your future European adventures. Bon voyage. See you next time.